DC Comics is becoming such a big hit on the small screen, with such hits like Smallville, Arrow, and The Flash. And they're like, why stop there? Let's just keep going. And they do, with 2 new shows. The first is Legends of Tomorrow. Now, I have to say this. This is not the first live-action DC superhero team. There was Justice League, which was the basis for trying to be a TV series, but it flopped. It never saw the light of day. So bon voyage in that one. I don't know if that one really counts. Although Justice League was a hit in animation with 2 shows, Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, and other DC team-up shows like Teen Titans and Young Justice. But I really hope this does well. I really do. Brandon Routh is reprising his role as the Atom. You can tell he's having too much fun playing this character. I mean, it's pretty abundantly clear he's a big DC Comics fan. I mean, we all remember him playing Superman in Superman Returns, even though that film didn't do very well. And he's like, well, if I can't succeed playing one DC hero, I hope to succeed by playing another. And this time, he's finally gonna shrink. I know fans have been waiting for that. If you see the trailers, I'm just telling you, if you see it, it shows you he's finally gonna shrink. Carrie Lotz as White Canary, Sierra Renee as Hawkgirl, Victor Garber as Dr. Martin Stein, half of Firestorm. Where's Robbie Amell, who was the other half of Firestorm? He's not. I looked him up. He's not listed in the credits. I don't get it. And Arrow and The Flash will be making appearances, but since they both got their own shows, they're not going to be series regulars. Of course, you knew that. But my question is, and I hope there's an explanation for this, is why is Captain Cold and Heatwave in this group? I mean, aren't they the villains? Didn't they double-cross Barry Allen, the Flash, in an earlier episode? Why are they in this group? Well, I hope there's an explanation provided. And don't get me wrong, Wentworth Miller and Dominic Purcell do decent jobs as the characters. Is this is this DC's version of the Avengers? Or probably not. That's just in case a Justice League movie doesn't work? I don't know. Who knows? Let's just keep our fingers crossed on that one. I mean, this does look like a fun series. But let's hope it meets with ratings like Arrow and The Flash did. I believe it will. I mean, it looks like a fun series. Everybody looks like they're having a blast working with each other. But I'm telling you what I only saw in the trailers. I mean, you just gotta watch the whole episode. I hope we just didn't watch the whole episode. Hope they didn't give away too much. I hate when trailers do that. I really do. But let's keep our fingers crossed, like I said. Man, DC Comics is, I say it's really on a roll. I mean, I'm amazed there's not been many spin-off characters from Smallville. I mean, Smallville had a bunch of characters that were just destined for spin-offs. And the Arrow does it, and not Smallville. I don't get it. Okay, let's go to our next DC superhero. That'd be Supergirl, played by Melissa Biost. Hope I said her name right. You probably remember her from the hit drama Whiplash. Now, I saw the trailers to this, and I gotta say this. It looks promising, but they really take a lot of liberties with the character. I mean, wasn't Supergirl, who does have the same powers as her cousin Superman, wasn't she a lot older when she came to Earth, so she's not really familiar with earthly customs like her cousin is, because her cousin grew up on Earth. But they didn't want it to be too third rock from the sunish sort of thing, so they made her 11 or 12 when she comes to Earth, and now she works as a assistant to an over-the-top eccentric boss played by Calista Flockhart. from Ally McBeal. It's basically felt like I was watching The Devil Wears Prada, but with superpowers. And she feels she should do more with herself. She has a guy at the office who has a crush on her, but she just can't admit how she feels. She runs into Jimmy Olsen, who prefers James. He's not that boyish looking guy. He looks like a GQ model. Not that I'm complaining, but I'm wondering what year is this supposed to take place? Is this what about Superman? How are they going to explain his absence? Is this like following the comic books? Was he killed after? Was this after the events with Doomsday? Superman died. I know he's not supposed to be in the series, but I hope they have some explanation why he's not in the show. If they don't, I'll be sorely confused. I really will. The effects look pretty promising. I'll tell you that, and I like the outfit. It's just the perfect Supergirl outfit, and I like the idea that she tells the guy that has a crush on her about her powers after she saves a plane full of people. Why you wondering they did this? Well, I think they're trying to escape the original formula where she has to keep it a secret from some guy she likes. They're trying to avoid it from becoming a Barry and Iris, Lois and Clark, and a Peter Parker and Mary Jane sort of thing, which I can understand. And Kara also shares an apartment with her stepsister, who is trying to let her know not to draw publicity toward herself. But all in all, I'd say this looks like a decent show. It's going to be airing on CBS in November. I don't know why I wait that long, but well, that's them. I really hope the show does well. From what I saw in the trailers, it doesn't look like it's going to get too silly or too dramatic. It looks like it's going to be light on its feet, which I hope. I hope it doesn't go too over the top. Remember the original Flash in 1990 that went a little too over the top? Well, it could have been better. I think the new Flash is making up for some of those errors. But I really hope it does well. I hope there won't be a love triangle between the guy she has a crush on and Jimmy Olsen. I really hope that. I hate those kind of things. Turns it into another Twilight. Will these shows do well? Well, let's keep our fingers crossed. Alright?